What is it about a brand new car that makes you want to drive it as fast as humanly possible? So while I still have the chance, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys my car that I'll be trading in soon. This is my 2004 Toyota RAV4, and it's silver. I do apologize about the lighting. It's in our garage. I'm pretty much doing the best I can. Here it is, foggy headlights and all. It's my old girl. I'm gonna miss her. But I'll be honest with you, she got a bath today. And this is literally like the best that she's looked in years. I had all this black crap on the top, and you can still kind of see some of it down in there. There's like a little bit of a fog. But that was from being outside. This is an outdoor car. It's only been in recent, probably the last couple of months or so that it's actually been indoors. But this is old girl. I've done some videos in here. I don't think you guys can see inside my car. I've done some videos from the front seats. You guys have kind of seen my car before, but this is her. Completely emptied. I've taken everything out already. We got all cleaned up. There's no sand. There was so much sand in this car, it was ridiculous. I take my dog down to the park, and she likes to go down. They've got like this tiny little beach area, and she likes to go down onto the beach and play in the sand, but she also likes to get into the lake. So she gets out into the lake and she starts fooling around in the lake, and then she gets rolling around in the sand and drags it right back into my car. So there's like 15 pounds of sand, half a beach in my car, and it's now gone. But here's old girl. She could be gone, unfortunately, as soon as tomorrow. We are looking into getting a new car, which I will be posting up at the end of this video. But there she is. My monster. This is my dog. We're not trading her in, are we? And we're at the car lot. Not ours yet, but... And I promise it's blue, it's not black. But here we go. Getting ready to do a test drive. And there she is. And she is navy blue, so not black, it's navy blue. Yay! So, the other day I decided to go in and trade in my 2004 Toyota RAV4 for a brand spanking new Mazda CX-5 Touring. And I've had it for a couple of days now. I guess we're going on 2 days, two full days anyway. And I'm enjoying it so far. I really like it. Thought I would give you guys a little bit of a tour and tell you some of the stuff I'm trying to adapt to. Because I'll be honest with you, my last car, the one I traded in, was 12 years old. It turned 12 in April. And I'm not used to the bells and whistles that are in this car. And, I just... It's kind of like a shocker. Everybody's been laughing at me because I'm stunned, but my RAV4 had a tape deck. So let's just get that out in the open. My RAV4 had a tape deck, and there are people that I don't think even know what a cassette tape is. So that's what I'm dealing with here. So I went from having a tape deck and having no bells and whistles at all, because when I bought the RAV4 was the first car that I actually purchased on my own with money from my own job, and I was in my early 20s. So I got like the bare bones, just the basics in that car. I have a little bit of bells and whistles, and even stuff in this car that's standard is a bell and whistle to me, as far as, I'm still quite analog. So it's a little, to me it's a little bit strange. So let me give you the tour of my brand new car. So as I said, I got a Mazda CX-5, which is the small SUV. And we're going to start out with this. Now, with my RAV4, I was able to control the radio as far as changing channels, volume, things of that nature. I was able to do that from the steering wheel, which I can still do here. Okay, here's your volume, and this switches your stations around, which... Something else that's really strange about this car, it picks up iHeartRadio. And now I'm absolutely thrilled about that, because I love iHeartRadio. But I was just blown away. It was like, it's there, and I didn't even have to put it in, and I'm just beside myself. Anyway, something else I can do for my steering wheel, I can make a phone call from my steering wheel. And I just discovered about maybe 2 hours ago that my car will actually read text messages. So I'm blown away by this. It's, you know, it's the little things. This obviously cruise control, that's boring stuff. Everything on this thing is completely digital. I mean, even, you know, as far as telling me how much gas I have left in the car, everything is digital. Everything. Okay? This stuff here is still pretty normal, so I'm still, you know, running on that good stuff. I have a screen. I'm not used to having a computer screen in my car, okay? Now, here's all the controls down here, and this thing here kind of acts like a mouse. You can turn it and you can click, so when you turn it, it actually moves through stuff like that, and then you can push it down just like that, and it opens up a completely different display. Which, this is how you're actually supposed to work all of this stuff while you're driving, because it does have a touch screen. And you can, you know, maneuver around by touching unless the car's in drive. If the car's in drive and moving, you can't use the touchscreen. If you're stopped and it's still in drive, you can use it. But if it's moving, you can't actually use it. You have to control it via all this stuff here. This is the radio. This is the parking brake. If you can believe that, this is the freaking parking brake. I'm used to like this big lever right here, you know. But that's the parking brake. And something else I'm really amazed by, I can plug my cell phone directly into my car. And the car takes a SIM card. I'm blown away by this. I've got a nice little Bose audio system in here, which sounds pretty good. And you guys, I didn't do a whole lot of videos on with inside my other car, but I did some. And here is my tan interior instead of a gray interior, which kind of makes it nice and airy. I'm still trying to get used to backing out in this car, because as you can see back there, there's that little window. Well, I'm not used to having quite so much space, and I'm used to that back window being a lot bigger. And every time I turn back there, I think there's a car. I'm getting used to it. Now, my side windows, I don't know if you can see, and it's not going to show up in the video, but there's like a little like hazy part on the side view mirrors, and it's the passenger side and the driver's side. That'll actually tell you when there's a car in your blind spot, which is nice, but I don't trust it because, you know, I just don't trust anything electronic. Just more crap to break as far as I'm concerned. Something else that this car has that I thought was pretty nifty, when you go into reverse, you get the backup camera. Still trying to learn how to get used to that as well, because I'm not in my parking spot right. But it's, you know, I'm not used to having cameras and stuff like that on the car. I'm just not used to it. It's kind of bizarre to me. So I'm still trying to work my way around it. It's a little disorienting because, you know, you feel like you're closer to things than you really are and things of that nature. But I'll get used to it eventually. We're working on it. But I'm getting used to the car a little bit at a time. Like I said, I've only had it maybe 2 full days now. I was driving it around town a little bit today. I'm discovering new things about it, like it'll read me my text messages. Not that I get a whole lot of text messages. I hate text messages. I'm the only person in the world that hates texting, but I hate texting. But I have a couple of people who insist on doing it, but my car can read. So it'll sit here and read me my text messages, which is great. I'm still not going to respond to them until I stop, but, you know, that's just how it goes. But I'm getting used to the car a little bit at a time. Trying to get used to being all fancy and stuff instead of being, you know, kind of dealing with a tape deck. But yeah, it was kind of bittersweet. I mean, I hated to get rid of my RAV4 because it's kind of, you know, it was the first car I bought myself. It wasn't a hand-me-down, and I bought it with money from my jobs, and the jobs I was working at the time sucked. That was when I was working for the Armour Car Company. Oh my God, that was horrible. But I bought a car with what I was making there, and, you know, it was bare bones, very basic, nothing special, but it was mine. But it's gone, it's traded in. It'll make somebody else a really good used car. So oh well. So I'm enjoying this, so you guys might see some more videos coming from me from this. The car is just so big. I'm not used to it being quite this big. It's still a small SUV because I'm not into the real big suckers, but it's definitely bigger than the RAV4 that I was driving, because I was driving the RAV4 that I had was like 2 years before they turned it into the gigantic RAV4, and I don't know why they did that. And I don't like the new RAV4 that they put out. It kind of looks like a van, so I decided to go with something else. And I've been checking out the Mazda CX-5 for a couple years now, so here we are.